I will get the recording up after we're done, and that way anyone that couldn't make it can watch it this weekend and hopefully know what's going on before Monday hits. So first off, in the chat, tell me what your win was for the week. It's Saturday today. What has been the best part of your week? Either unmute and share or just quickly write it in the chat. Staying consistent, that is always key.
I got to host a call for a fellow Triple Diamond team. It was awesome.
Yes, and totally outside your comfort zone, huh?
Yes, and it was such a good call.
Mandy's a new distributor who's killing it. Staying on task and working even when it's hard. Some of you guys are not even writing a win. I don't care if it has to do with the business or just life, like you get to share.
So I have a question.
Yes.
I'm completely new. How do you comment on this?
Oh, yay! Welcome, Caitlin, and thank you for asking, not just sitting there not knowing.
Yeah.
On your phone, if you kind of tap the bottom left-hand corner, I think, I don't remember what it says, but the bottom left-hand corner you tap, and then it'll pull up all the participants, and then you can click chat from there.
Oh, okay.
Do you see that? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Cheryl's getting lots of activity from host to post. Got to meet up with a new potential customer. Got a new manager at her job. Moving back into her house, Catherine, yay. Focused work time so it can make sure the work was done and have family time too. It just feels good when you do that for the week. Like when you have your focused work time and your family time. Carrie Ann, good job, 4 miles. Woo-hoo. I ran, I think, 1.5 miles this morning in like 20 minutes. So we can't run together. Good. You guys, thank you for sharing. Okay. So, like I said, we've never done a mid-month call before. I think it's good if we connect. I've been like just feeling so disconnected from everyone now that we don't have our Thursday meetups together, and you know, we're doing power half hours 3 times a day, and you guys are hopping on whatever ones you hop on, and I just don't get to see you all. So I wanted to do this call so that way we could just kind of like mid-month connect, go over some things, share some ahas, what's working, what do we need, and just be able to finish the month strong. Because I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but we are all gung-ho at the very beginning of the month. I remember you guys were like, everything from May, it's back behind me, like I'm ready to move forward, blah, 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 blah. And here we are the 15th, and what progress do we have to show? May still came with us, but what did we choose to do with it, and how are we adjusting, and what do we have planned? So, okay, so I have 4 keynotes that I want to talk about. Do you guys have your charts? If you have your charts, I want to see them. I asked you guys to have charts in a notebook. Okay, we need this stuff. We're going to do a little bit of work together, which I think is important. So if you don't have them, run and grab them, okay? So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is a phrase that I have been hearing all of the time, and it's driving me nutty, okay? And people have messaged me after hearing this phrase, either completely discouraged or completely excited. And so as I go through this, you could be on the side that's like, this excites me. You could be on the side that says, like, this stresses me out and causes me anxiety and makes me become overwhelmed, okay? So the thing that I'm hearing a lot of is everyone saying, I work my business differently. I work my business differently. Okay, and I was talking to some leaders because I'm part of this Pres Chat, and like we do Zoom calls once a week now, and like we just start talking to each other. And what I'm learning from all of my sideline sisters is we actually all work this business the exact same. Okay, so the only way you get paid, the only way that you make money in this business is if you sign up a customer or your distributor. Sign up a customer or sell a product. So unless if you sell a product or you sign a distributor that buys a product. Yes? Every single person in the company, the only way that you get paid is if you sell a product or sign a distributor and they purchase a product. Okay? And so when we are sitting here saying, I work my business differently, I work my business differently, how are you working your business differently? Now, when it comes down to it, how you get that customer is going to look different, right? But shake your head up and down like this if you are open to any and all ideas that will get you customers. And you're willing to try anything that anyone is doing if it will get you customers, yes? So instead of saying, I work my business differently, what if we as a team shifted that and said, here's what I'm doing and it's working for me? And we just more or less shared the information rather than made it seem like we were doing something completely out of the ballpark. Okay, so like for me, for example, nobody works their business like me. Nobody's in my situation. Nobody's in Kelly Jo's situation where she's going to school full-time and teaching school full-time and doing a master's program. Okay, no one works their business like Sarah. Sarah doesn't have any kids, but she has 100 animals, right? And she's got a relationship. No one works their business like Chelsea. Okay, she went from working, now she gets to be home and she's going through IVF now. And like we can all compare like how crazy our life is and how we do it. But when it's all said and done, we only get paid on signing distributors and customers. Go ahead, Sarah. Ice.
I just want to say that I completely agree, and that comparison is the thief of joy. And in my downline chat, I have been trying to, what's working for you guys versus what's not working, what's not doing great. And the things that people have been sharing have been helpful and have been motivating. It's motivating to see someone else trying to do the same things as you and understanding that something else can work if you just change a wording or something like that.
Yes, exactly. So thank you for sharing that. And that's why these rising distributor groups or these groups that we have within our team can be so powerful, because maybe you're on a call, maybe you're watching a different YouTube video, maybe you got a script from somebody else, or you're following a different sideline sister and you see what they're doing. Like, there's power in sharing information. But when it's all said and done, I think we need to be focused in the sense of we all get paid to do the exact same thing. And so that's the first thing I want to address, is just changing around that sentence, I work my business differently, to here's what I'm doing and it's working for me. Okay? Okay, the second thing. Did anybody else want to say something? Okay, now as I'm talking to these other leaders, and I get to be in the Lifers page, and there's Joel and Stephanie Dunn, #1 income earners in the whole entire company. Okay, Jade Hooper, she's #2 or #3. You all love Jade, right? When you watch her YouTube videos, you never know what you're gonna get. Ashley Mayfield, you guys, she is just rocking and rolling, and it's so cool that she's just a close sideline sister to us. And then Cheyenne Knox and some other leaders. So we're all in this Lifers page together, and those are the ones that I want to talk about, because I'm sitting here wondering, like, how are they having so much momentum? Like, every month they are welcoming new triple diamonds into this Lifers page, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die the day I get to bring in my first triple diamond into this page. Like, it's gonna bring me so much joy and excitement. And last night on the Ruby call, the two girls that we were talking to, one went diamond in 4 months, the other one went double diamond in 7 months. Okay, no, the one went diamond in 4 months, then she went double diamond in 7 months. The other one went from Ruby to double diamond in 28 days. Okay, so she was in the business for a while, she got Ruby, she stayed stagnant there, and then she just decided, I'm done being here, and she went double diamond in 28 days. And so I'm sitting here thinking, like, what are they doing? And so they made this post in the page, and I just kind of had this aha last night. So what are they doing? #1, they have a system that works. And every single person who wants to be plugged in that system reaches their expectations and does what they say to do. Period, end of story. And if they decide, like, I don't want to do that, then they say, okay, perfect. You can go and do your own thing, but this is where I'm at, and this is the expectations that I have, and this is what we do. For those of you, when I went to the ranch last year and I got to just sit with Ashley, this was before we created all these systems and stuff. She was saying, like, I have a system. I have a core group of leaders and we are all on the same page. And if they decide that they don't want to be doing what I'm doing, then they can go and do their own thing, and they're just not part of my core group, and it's fine. Like, I'll still help them when they need it, but like, her team is exploding. And I'm sitting here wondering, like, okay, well, and it goes back to my number one thing is, like, if everyone's working their business differently, who are you to tell them what to do, how to do it, when to do it, why to do it? Like, who are you to be this person to do that? And who are they to just follow blindly and go along with it? Is this making sense? Like, I'm like torn between these two positions. And it comes down to, it works. Okay. She's busting out diamonds, doubles, triples, presidentials every single month because her systems work. Now, does everyone on our team agree with everything that she does and everything that she says? No. But the ones who want to have success, they don't care. They're doing it. Right? Milena, you guys, was nobody, went triple diamond in 11 months because she just did what Ashley told her to do. Right? And then there are people on the team that don't. They go and do their own thing. And some of them are still having success. But when you have systems and proven systems that work, if you just do it, you're going to get to where you want to be. And so it made me reflect on my leadership and my journey in the business last 4.5 years, you guys. And I built 9 diamonds. Like, I've had my hand in coaching and building 9 diamonds. And for me, that's a big deal because diamond is the leadership rank in our company. And once you get there, you get to open up new parts of the compensation plan. And I love teaching people about those parts. Like, that is near and dear to my heart. I've helped build 4 double diamonds. Like, and when I think about it, I know what I'm doing. And I had Emily Craig, she's not on the call right now, but she signed up in January. And she did everything I told her to do with no questions, just followed blindly for 3 months. And she hit diamond in that 3 months and earned that $10,000 bonus. And, same thing with Bailey. Bailey was in the business for a few months. And then in January, I said, okay, we're doing this. And she did everything I said. And she went diamond in February. So 2 months from January to February. And so I am not going to be a dictator because that is hard for me. But I want to know who is willing to do anything I tell them to make it happen this summer, like to quit waiting. Okay. Amber's doing a double diamond retreat in August. Anyone who's paid us double diamond gets to come down here, and Amber is going to just spoil and do all this stuff for the retreat. Now, the only retreats that I've ever been to with team, Kelly Jo earned one time. And then last summer, Crystal and Stephanie Yanger, who are no longer in the business, got to go to retreat. But like, I have not had a team at a retreat with me that I can even remember. And I have a really bad memory, so that doesn't mean anything. So if I'm wrong, then please tell me, unless if I've created the retreat myself. Okay. But like, you guys, there is no reason why we can't go from ruby to double diamond, from distributor to diamond within a 30-day period. Like, I know how to do it. I've done it. And I'm going to start having more confidence in myself and what I can offer to you guys if you promise that you'll just be coachable and come along. So I know this isn't for everyone, and it's not meant to be for everyone. But if you want to do this with me, will you just write me in the chat? Because I'm not going to play small anymore. Like, it's dumb for me to tiptoe on feelings. You guys know that I'm so red, but I'm also so yellow because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I don't want to make anyone feel bad. But when the truth is, like, I'm not doing any good for you guys. Like, I'm not being real and honest about what it takes to get there. And I know that if I am, then you guys will step up and you guys will hit it and you'll get there. No excuses, no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, it will happen. Okay. So, that is going to take me to charting. Okay. So if you guys have your charts, I got a ruby chart here, emerald, diamond, double diamond. Okay. Now, we did this 2 months ago, and then we've kind of fallen away from it. And Mandy is the one who kind of gave me this idea with all of her sticky notes, and I love it. So that's the power in sharing ideas and like what you're doing with people. But we did this thing where it's coach a box, fill a box. Okay, coach a leg, fill a leg. And for those of you that don't know what that is, we need qualified legs to reach promotions. And a qualified leg is 400 volume, yeah? 400 volume. So, you can do big packs of products, maybe get 4 or 5 customers, or if you do hair, skin, and nails, it's going to be a lot, but we need 400 volume underneath a leg. That's what makes it a qualified leg. So every single day, we should be picking a leg to coach, and we should be picking a leg to fill, which means that we should be creating qualified legs, 2 of them every single day. And when you can create 2 qualified legs, then all of a sudden you're executive. Then you do 2 more qualified legs, and then all of a sudden you're Ruby. And we need to be reaching promotions sooner in the month. Whose volume is higher than it's been right now? Like it's the 15th of the month. Who has higher volume than what it's been? So 2 people raised their hand, okay? And the reason why is because we're bumping back orders. We're running perks points sooner. We're staying on top of our declines. Like we're doing those things ahead of time. And so when I go and I'm doing my charts, I check the report that's volume total by distributor. So y'all hop onto your iPads or turn off your screens, hop onto your eSuite. I want you guys to log in. And I want you to click on reports up at the top, and then click on volume total by distributor. So you'll have to click on additional reports, then volume total by distributor. Okay, so when you check this report, if you're like me, you've got a lot of canceled accounts, just because I've been in the business for a long time and lots of people haven't renewed. So you can just search up at the top, status, and then you can search active if you need to do that. Okay, and it's gonna list your downline in order of volume. So who has the most volume? Okay, so if you are there, if you're not there, then unmute yourself and tell me, so then that way I can wait for a second.
I'm there.
Okay. So when you look at this report, I want you guys to do some quick math right now. Search or, put 100 per page or however many per page that you need to show as much of your downline as you can with these active accounts. And I want you to find the ones who are just under 400. Now, if you don't have distributors in your downline, then you're only going to see yourself in this report, and your goal is to get yourself to 400 volume, okay? So you become a qualified leg. So I want you guys to just scroll down and find the 2 closest ones to 400. Now, because I have everybody's, I see 2 that are super close, and I'm just gonna say who they are, okay? So we have Jewel and Michelle. And I know that Jewel is underneath Mandy, and I know Michelle is underneath Chelsea. And they are both just 15, one's 14 volume away and one's 15 volume away from being at 400. So me as a leader, I can go through those, I can go to that person in my tree viewer, and I can see if I put any customers underneath them. If I put any customers underneath them, I can message that customer and be like, hey, I'm putting in some orders this weekend. Is there anything that you wanted? And I can try and get a reorder to get that to 400. Okay, I could also send a message to Jewel and Michelle and say, hey, here's a message that I'm sending my customers. You can go ahead and send it to yours too. So now I'm coaching, I'm also filling, right? I'm giving them a tool to set themselves up for success. Okay, then they get themselves to 400, and I can shout them out like, hey, shout out Jewel, she just hit the 400 club today. Way to go, over $400 in sales. That's incredible. Now, what's your market going to see? Oh my gosh, it's the 15th. She just made $400 in sales. Like, that's insane. They don't even know what it is, right? but they know that whoever this Jewel girl is having success. Okay. And we just set her up for a win. Okay. And then what happens when she messages her 6 customers underneath and some of them are like, no, not right now, blah, 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 blah. Well, because she messaged them, now they're going to start seeing her posts that she's making. And then she's going to post about the coffee or post about the ThermoFight X. And they're going to be like, oh, you know what? I do want that. And then maybe later on in the month, you get an extra order that you weren't even expecting, but it pushed her way over 400 or maybe into the 500 or 600 club because you planted those seeds because you asked. So is this making sense? So you're picking a leg to fill yourself. You're picking a leg to coach. You're giving your team tools and resources to help them boost their volume. Okay. Now, if I scroll down to a leg that, so I'm like, okay, I know Chelsea's going to be coaching or filling that box. I know Mandy's going to be coaching or filling that box. So I'm going to go down a little bit further and I'm going to find somebody that is under someone who's not working. Okay. Like their upline quit. And so I'm going to find somebody who doesn't have that upline to coach or fill them. Okay. Like I'm that upline to them or whatever. And so I'm going to message that person. I'm going to say, oh my gosh, Shaylin, like your volume's at 314. I'd love to help you get to the 400 club. We only need 76 volume. Would you be open to like tagging me in a post? Or would you be willing to send this to 10 people who are on your green light messaging? I'm going to do it too. You can screenshot me the responses and I'll help you close up. Or would you be interested in doing a little sample party with me this week? If she's local, would you be interested in doing an online party with me if she's not local? Like, how are these ways that I can set them up for success? But then if I get customers because they're willing to work with me, then I can be like, oh my gosh, that message that I sent, that I told you to send, I just got a customer from it. So I'm going to move it underneath you. Right. And you're personally filling while coaching that box to 400. Okay. And this should get you excited. It should get your team excited. You're sharing wins and helping them see results, and they're planting seeds that they otherwise wouldn't have been planting. So is this making sense for charting? So you pick a leg to fill, you pick a leg to coach. Now, if this leg that you're filling, so I'm just going to think about Ashley because I'm looking at you right now, okay? So Ashley, I don't know what your volume is, but I'm going to pretend like it's at 350. Okay, so Ashley needs 50 more volume. Now, I can give tools to Ashley, and Ashley can give tools to her team, and Ashley's filling a box and coaching a box, and like we're all working together to get Ashley to 400 by today, right? And so where was I going with this? Oh, and so when we do get customers, we're not putting them underneath Ashley. We're going to put them in the furthest down boxes where eventually those are going to be the ones that we need at 400. Okay, so it's going to help her group volume get to 400 and make it that leg, but we're putting the customers down here because then eventually when we need those at 400, they're already started going up and working in that direction. Okay, so with charting, with this new simplified version, okay, your first goal is to get 2 to 400. So that way you go executive. Okay, so if this one is already at 400 and this one's not, then this is your coach box. Continue coaching and helping them get this up. And this is your fill box. Before you go to bed tonight, this is at 400. So that way you're paid as executive. Okay. And then once you get both of these at 400, then this is going to be your fill box. And this is going to be your coach box. Get this one up higher. Get this one to 400. And now you're paid as Ruby. And then you're moving over here into your Emerald chart. And while you had these 3, these 2 right here that you were coaching and filling originally, you were actually doing these ones underneath it. So now they're closer. So which are the 2 closest to 400 that you can push over? Because if you're looking, I need 8,000 volume by the end of the month to hit diamond, that's overwhelming. But if you're like legit, I can bust out 15 volume here and 25 volume here, and I just made 2 qualified legs, you're making progress, and you brought in 35 volume or whatever you needed, or maybe a little bit more. You planted even more seeds. You got maybe some extra reorders or perks points or those kinds of things, right? And you're setting yourself up for success. You're growing through the ranks, because so many times I see us waiting until the 25th for all auto shipments to run so that way we can be commission qualified. And then we have 5 days left in the month to make it happen. We can't do that anymore. We have to get commission qualified, you guys. If you want to be a serious business owner, your auto shipment needs to run between the 1st and the 5th of the month. And if you don't have money for that, you just got paid yesterday, you take $100 out of that and you put it in a savings account that you don't touch, and you run your auto shipment early next month. That is what's going to set you up for success, because you can't expect your team to do something you're not willing to do. And as a team, if we treat our business like a business and we get ourselves commission qualified for the 5th of the month, that's going to give us 25 days every single month to grow through the ranks. Okay? Like, this is a game changer. I promise you that if you do this, you're going to work harder to make the money. I know me, Kelly Jo, Chelsea, Ashley, there was a few others of us that we're like, we're selling products. Kelly Jo, how much have you made in product sales so far this month?
What's 125 plus 35?
160.
160.
So she's made $160 in product sales because we said at the very beginning of the month that we're going to pay for our auto shipment on product sales. So she ran it on the very 1st of the month, but now she's made her money back and more, because when you tell the universe, this is what I'm doing, then the universe gives it to you. Okay. And so whether even the products that you buy on your auto shipment are products that you just want to turn around and sell, that's fine. Okay. Or maybe you've got products at home that you want to sell. Maybe you've got junk at home that you want to sell, some clothes, some toys, maybe, like, you know, you can do anything to create this money. And that's the thing.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just have to say this. So when I first started, you guys, I didn't have the money. Like, I sold stuff around my house to buy my kit. And then after that, I wanted to try every single product so I could tell people, like, my honest review of it. Because how can I sell something if I've never tried it? Like, that's a joke to think that you can, like, and I think you can to a point, but eventually you have to try things, like, to be able to say, yes, I've tried it. So what I did was I put a bag of wraps, well, they were boxer wraps back then, and one product. And I had my product catalog, and I crossed products out as I tried them. And I tried every single product. The only product I've never tried in this business is Estra Rhythm, just because. And now it's gone, so I can't ever try it. But I tried every other thing. And I can tell people, I hated the cleanse when I first tried it. It made me so sick. I said I was never going to do it again. But then I did X, Y, and Z, and now I love it. But there's such power in trying a different product every month. And I sold those wraps to be able to pay for my auto shipment and my product. And then I stopped doing that. And then for the past 2.5 years, I've said, I can't sell my products I have on hand. Like, I really stink at that. I'm good at giving things away, blah, 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 blah. This month I said, no, I'm doing it. And I have made $160. And I have 5 other people that are going to order today, actually, because it's the 15th. So that are going to buy stuff that I have on hand. And it's all about your mindset. And if you want to do it, you will do it. And I'm not a good, like, salesman. Like, I'm not very good at that. But I'm making myself be good at it because I want to be able to sell the stuff I have on my shelf.
And I seriously love stories. Before I was always stressed, like, I can't post that because I only get my 3 to 5 posts a day. But, like, I posted on my story the other day, like, hey, I'm making snag bags. I shared what each product did. I had 3 people message me and say, like, I want this one. Like, I have a girl that's coming over to get 4 BFFs for $20. And then I have some other that are mixing and matching that I'm mailing out to them, and I'm charging $3.50. Don't laugh at me. I can see you guys. Mixing and matching. I don't know. But you guys, like,
Tamika, I loved your story. Like, I loved your story. I saw it and it got me so excited. Yes. It was awesome.
But, like, why are we not doing that more often? Sharing what we have on hand, saying, like, hey, it's normally this much. I'll sell it to you for this much. Like, there are so many things that we can do. Okay, so do we all have a game plan as far as where we're going and charting? Are you excited to do this? Coach a box, fill a box. Does anyone have any questions before we move on to the next thing?
Tamika, I have a question.
Yes.
Sorry, my Kindle, I don't know what was going on with it, but it took me a minute to catch up. But so I'm used to going and doing my charting through other one, not Total Volume by Distributor, but
TreeViewer.
What?
The TreeViewer?
Yes. So I'm looking at this, and I'm going down and I'm looking, and so I'm having a little, maybe I'm just overthinking it, but I'm not following this chart as well as I do the other one. Is it okay just to do it the way I've been doing it, or should I learn to do it this way?
This will save you a lot of time. This will do your current volumes really fast. And if you make sure that you search status by active, then it will get rid of all your canceled accounts, and that will save some time.
You
and
can
you can easily see who's commission qualified and who's not, and what their current volumes are.
I search people's names. Like I write their name on my chart and then I know who's under them. So your tree viewer is important. Like if you don't know who all is under Kelsey, then you can go to your tree viewer and look. Like Cheryl, for instance, I didn't know all the names of the distributors under Kelsey. So I went and looked so that I could message them. But the volume total to by distributor, I just search Kelsey and then I can see what her volume is.
Okay.
So just play with it a little bit. It will save you time once you learn it.
Okay. Yeah,
And if you use Tree Viewer and it works for you, then keep doing it, but then, take some time to learn a new way, okay? Okay, next thing that I want to talk to you guys about, number 3, is doing all the things with no results. This is something that the girl touched on, Tamara touched on yesterday, is she says, how many times do we feel like we're doing all the things? You guys are pros now at the 6 list. Like, shout out every single day. I'm seeing posts that are valuable content. I'm seeing screenshots of people who are messaging. I'm seeing friends lists go up, more engagement on posts. Like, you guys are rocking the 6 list. However, what happens is we get complacent, and she used this word autopilot, where we're doing all of the things, but we're not getting any of the results. And when I look and see who's on the power half hours and, who's making posts and who's doing this, that, and the other, I'm like, why are they not signing customers? Why are they not making product sales? Like, why is this? And it's because we get complacent, okay? And so in order to fix this, the first thing that she mentioned last night was personal development. Like, we have got to be doing personal development. Now, not just personal development on being a better mom, being a better business owner, getting our mindset right, harnessing in positivity and abundance, but we need to be also doing personal development on ways to grow a business, okay? Like, I'm constantly coming up with new ideas, new scripts, new types of posts that I am personally creating. And I'm creating it because I watch a YouTube video or I hopped on a Zoom, and nobody has to tell me to get on a Zoom. I'm active in the team pages, so I know when they are. And I'm hopping on a Zoom, I'm listening to what other people are saying and doing, and it makes me have an idea, and then I start doing it. And I don't let fear talk me out of it. I don't let prepping everything so it's perfect make me have to wait 6 months before I actually do it. Like, I'm taking action immediately on the ideas that I have. And some of you, I message, I'm like, hey, what can you do for your team? What can you do to excite them? What can you do to help drive volume? What can you do? And I just get the answer, well, I don't know. And if that's your answer, then you're not doing enough personal development. You're not doing enough researching and studying to find something out. And I know for me, I get so excited when I have a new idea or I have a new epiphany or this praise Jesus, I'm going to do this. It's incredible idea. And so we need to get out of autopilot. And my suggestion for getting yourself out of autopilot is pushing yourself outside your comfort zone. There is nothing that keeps you on your toes like doing something that scares you. And for some of you, it could be as simple as going live on your story, like actually just making a video on your story. It could be live on your Facebook. It could be going and finding a personal wrap appointment and wrapping someone face to face. What are some other ideas that scare you that you haven't done that you know you need to do? So I'm calling you out, or something that you did that did scare you, but you did it and it helped you grow.
I suck at blitzing. I suck at it. I don't suck at it. I am really good at talking to people, you guys. People walk up to me at Walmart and they're acting like we're best friends, and Kel's like, did you know that person? I'm like, no, I didn't. I have no idea why they just asked me what blow dryer is the best. I have no idea, but they did. It's fine. Happens all the time, no joke. But I have a hard time What?
I said it's because you're so flat.
Thanks. But seriously, I have a hard time transitioning it to business, because for me, I would rather build those friendships first and then go into business in a month or so when we become real friends, So I struggle because I become real friends with most people that I meet.
So I guess I kind of do blitz because I like become friends with them on Facebook or something. But like, I have trouble like transitioning into straight to business. So I think blitzing's hard for me for that reason.
So Chelsea, I'll literally just challenge you to literally go in hot, straight business. And here's the reason why. I would never recommend that to anybody. Like, I'm always like, don't go in hot. But for you, go in hot. See what happens. Why wait 3 months to sign up a customer when she might be like, oh my gosh, I just saw that on Facebook yesterday. I want it.
Yeah.
Like, for you personally.
That is the truth. I literally had a girl that I was talking to for months about wanting to buy products. Someone else messaged her because I was like, no, we're friends now. I don't want to talk to her about products, yada, yada, yada. Someone else messaged her with the same thing. Hey, will you do a post for me in exchange for an entry in a gift card? And if you're interested in products, you get yada, yada, yada discount. And I said, girl, I could have given you the same thing when I talked to her, but I didn't because I didn't ask her first.
So back to Chelsea, like, I'm so grateful that you shared that, but now you have to just do it. Like, it will grow you as a person. It will grow you as a leader. Like, so who else has something that they're like, I really suck at this, or I am good at this, or this is how I'm doing things, but you know you could do it differently and you just aren't because you talk yourself out of it.
I really, really, really suck at hosting parties. Like, I think I've had, in my almost 4 years of the business, I bet I've had 2 people that were not my mom or people that I forced to come to a party. But I said, I am doing parties no matter what, every single flipping Tuesday, no matter what I have going on. And I've said, like, the time and location may need to change because I can't always guarantee that I'm going to be home and that it's going to be at the same time. But every single Tuesday for the next 6 months, I'm doing it. I've done 2 Tuesdays, you guys, and I've had, let's see. The first time I had 3 people say, I can't make it, but I'll come next time. And I'm like, perfect. We have one next Tuesday. And they still couldn't make it, but they're like, oh, okay, I'll come the next Tuesday. Like, they know that I'm going to have one this upcoming Tuesday, so they can plan out ahead 3 weeks and say, she's having one on Tuesday. We know we can come. And then I have 10 people that have said we will come. And that's one of the reasons that I've made so much product sales is it's because people are like, well, I'm not close to you. What do I do? And I'm like, sister, it's called mail. Like, I'll mail you a wrap. Perfect. But I'm being loud about it and I'm talking about it. And it's so outside my comfort zone. I don't like talking to people in person. I don't like people coming to my house. I don't like any of it. Okay. It's all way outside of who I am and what I like. But it's okay. It's okay to be uncomfortable. It's really, really good to do it.
Okay. Love it. And, okay. So I'm scared to ask sometimes to get more customers. I'm scared of online parties. I'm scared of doing lives. Okay. So this fear, like, we talk about all the time, like, what is it? Like, I legit am scared of spiders. Like, if there is a spider, I will run and scream and not go back to that location. Like, I legit have a fear of spiders. Now, like, when it comes to messaging, when it comes to parties, I don't love live videos either, but I'm doing them a lot more often now because we need to. And so when it comes down to it, you got to break it down. What are you actually afraid of? And is that even real? Go ahead, Mandy. Sorry.
If you know me, you know I do not like lives, like, at all. But I do a coffee live every single morning, and what I was afraid of is what people would think. Because when you do a live every single morning, you can't control, and I don't necessarily want to, everything that goes on. Like, my mom showed up the other day in the middle of one. My kids bounce around the house, but that is my life, and that is what people want to see. And I've gotten so many messages in the week that I've been doing coffee lives. So I'm learning to love them. They're still not my favorite. And I always felt like I had to be perfect on them. I had to have my hair, my makeup, and everything done. But that's not what people want to see. They want to see the real, raw, live you.
Yeah, I love that. And so Amanda wrote, scared of judgment and the hate I've been receiving. Okay. Like, number one, if anyone is judging you or hating on you, it's a reflection of them. Like, it's a reflection of what they're going through. And go ahead, Chelsea.
I just want to touch on that really quick because I stopped doing live videos because my sister-in-law and her brother were making fun of me in front of me about a live video. Okay. You guys, now my sister-in-law was like, oh, this is serious because you make good money. Oh, this is real because you are hustling and you make money for your family. They are just scared that you're going to make more money and you're truly going to change your life, so that the only thing that they can do is attack you.
Yeah, and they just are hating. Like it's literally, a lot of it is out of jealousy. That you get to make a video, that you get to stay home, that you get to share information about a product, that you get to do this. And I can say it's out of jealousy because I was jealous for 10 months instead of just doing it. Like I sat and watched my friend and gave hate because I was jealous. And so if you are going to let the fear of other people stop you from doing what you know you need to do, then you will not go anywhere. You have to completely not care at all. Like, other people cannot control how you feel and what you do. So Brandy, scared of doing online parties. I know that Amanda's not the only one who's afraid of messaging. You guys, if you want to get anywhere, you just get to do it. And if people are rude to you, you literally can block them. I had a girl make a post for me. A girl from high school was commenting all of these nasty things, telling me that I was shaming people because I was going to help someone lose 10 pounds. And they're like, weight loss, like you shouldn't be focused on weight loss. You should be focused on healthy eating and like just all this stuff. And just saying all of these rude things. Someone I went to high school with, like it was bad. I literally just went and blocked her. And I just said, each person is entitled to their own opinions. I respect you and your opinions, and I wish you to respect me and mine. And I blocked her. I don't even care. I don't need to associate with those kind of people. I'm not doing anything wrong. Okay, we got to get ready to move on to the next thing. Go ahead real quick, Sarah.
Sorry, I like I'm interrupting. Just going to say that if there is something in your business that's holding you back from fully working your business, then that's the personal development that you need to look for and work on. You need to follow the fear that you are feeling and do personal development to work on that. And there's a lot of books that are available for you, and that's what you need to listen to, because continuing to use it as an excuse and not getting over it and moving from it is going to continue to hold you back in your business.
So true. Okay, so back to, we're doing all of the things with little or no results. So number one, fear, gotta go. Okay, excuses, gotta go. And then the other thing that they mentioned last night is that we get an autopilot with all these scripts and we forget that we're in the people business. You guys, I was listening to this book this morning on my run, because I listen to personal development while I'm running instead of music, which means I run pretty slow, hence the 20-minute to 1.5 mile run this morning. But he went to a bank, and the teller, he's like, hey, I need this $100 broken down in 10s with 2 5s. And so the teller gives him 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100, and gives the guy the money, and the guy leaves. Well, he goes back later to talk to the manager, and he goes, what business are you in? And the manager goes, I'm in the people business. Like, we're in the people business. Because the bank doesn't make the money, you guys. They don't like make the money. The bank literally, their job is to provide the best quality customer service to the people that come in there, so that way they want to bank with them. Yes? Like, that's the bank's job. And so he said, I did not even feel like a valued customer at all. Yes, she performed exactly what she needed to do, but I did not feel valued. And so that's one thing that's going to take us out of autopilot, is we're not in the It Works business. We're not in the product business. We're in the people business. We're in the business of knowing what people need and helping them get it and providing the best customer service that we possibly can. And so that's one way to get out of autopilot, pushing yourself outside your comfort zone. And then we're going to be holding ourselves a little bit more accountable. Okay. So we are revamping Power Half Hours a little bit. Okay. The things that are business building, income producing activities are personal development, because if your mind's not right, you really aren't going anywhere in life. Okay. So personal development is a business building tool that we need to have. Messaging people. Now, if you just message people, happy birthday, happy friendiversary, hey, I saw that you went to Jamaica, it was awesome, hey, I love your new haircut, that is okay for a message, because you're in the people business, you are building relationships. Now, if you never ask about the products, or you never share information about the products, then you're going to build a little bit slower. But messaging is a key piece. I will have people that I just send happy birthday to, and then their posts will start popping up in my feed. My posts start popping up in their feed. They go check out my page and like and comment on a few of my stuff just by me messaging them happy birthday in a personal message, not on their wall, in a personal message. So that's building my business. Okay, adding friends. We have to expand our network. And there are a lot of people who are like, well, I don't know people and I'm scared to add strangers. You guys, if you are going to use social media to work this business, you must expand your network. And whether that's friends of friends, from host to post, so people who are just like already wanting your products that you're adding, whether they're complete strangers, whether you're like me and you're just like, who lives in the Philippines? I'm just adding them. I don't even know who they are, but I just want to have one friend in the Philippines so I can have them host a post for me. Like, I don't even care. But, you have to be expanding your network if you don't want to run out of people to talk to. Okay. Engaging with people. We've got to take time to make sure that our news feed is clean, that we're commenting and liking on people's posts, and we're building relationships through the posts as well as the messaging. Okay, we need to be posting on our story and on our wall, whether it's business related, whether it is just family related, one of our 5 pillars, we need to be posting and sharing who we are. And then the last thing that I'm adding in here is announcements, because we need to know what's going on with our team. If there's a call, if there's something that we're working on, we need to reiterate the things that we have going on and holding ourselves accountable for the things that we're doing. And so some announcements. Now, during this personal development time, what I've noticed whenever I'm on the calls and we're doing personal development is I can't ever see people's faces, which means that they're just on their phone while the personal development's going, which means they're not watching it. Now, for me, I'm not going to sit here and watch a 5-minute video all of the time on personal development, but I'll listen to it. And I like to do things while I'm listening to personal development because I'm still getting stuff, right? And so we're going to teach you guys some extras. So maybe during personal development, you can message your team. Okay. Sometimes during personal development, I'm actually taking notes on the personal development because it's like 10 tips to help you be a better network marketing professional. I'm like, I want to write down all these 10 tips. So sometimes I'm taking notes on it, right? But if I'm not, normally I'm just on Facebook, liking, commenting, engaging. But guess what? We have a spot for that, right? So during this time, whoever's in charge can have you guys send messages to your team. They can teach you how to check your downline reports, run your perks points, create your 6 list, write some affirmations, run declines, update your charts, gratitude, create a post, chart, or anything. But we want to teach you guys stuff during this time that you can do that's business building while you're listening to personal development, okay? We're going to give you guys more specific instruction as far as what to do and how to do it. So here's where we're going to go find friends, and here's why. Here's what we're going to make for a post, and here's why. Here's what you're going to send for a message, and here's who you're going to send it to. We're going to try and give more specific detail for you, okay? And we're going to also provide scripts sometimes, not all the time, because it's your business, okay? You guys can get scripts from other calls, from the PAC document, from other leaders, from creating them yourselves, but provide scripts sometimes, links and ideas as needed. Okay, you guys are going to respond to this with, we're going to prep you for accountability, because so many of us are on these power half hours, which is great, but we're not really doing the work. Because if we were really doing the work, not in autopilot, we would have more than 23 enrollments this month. Okay, and it's the 15th of the month. Like, we got to pick it up, right? And so when we ask you, hey, we're messaging for 10 minutes, you're going to keep track of how many you send. That way, you're responsible for actually sending them and writing it in the chat, which means that we're going to get work done. We're going to add friends for 5 minutes. Okay, you're going to be responsible for keeping track of how many friends did you actually add in that 5 minutes. Because if you're adding 7 friends in 5 minutes, we are not utilizing your time effectively, right? And maybe we don't even need 5 minutes. Maybe we need 2 minutes, because in 2 minutes, we can get out 50 friend requests. I don't know, but we need to be more accountable for what's going on, okay? So I want to talk to you guys about Power Half Hours. There's 16 of you on right now. There were all of you guys right here that said you will do exactly what I tell you to do to hit diamond in 3 months or less, hopefully less, right? I am telling you to get on these Power Half Hours and to show up and do the work and to get on more than one. There are a lot of people who are not on this call right now because they are sleeping. Okay, it's 10 o'clock here and they're not on the call because they're still sleeping because it's Saturday. You're a business owner. We are having a business meeting. When I worked at Walmart, we were up in the changing room, the fitting rooms, having our Saturday meeting at 7 a.m., right? Like, this is our business call, and there's 16 people on. Like, not acceptable, right? Because of whatever schedules they didn't adjust, because of whatever they chose not to do. Like, that's not okay with me. So you guys need to adjust your schedules. And if you guys could make $10,000 in 1 month by getting your butt out of bed and being on my Power Half Hour at 6 a.m., would you do it? I will tell you, Emily Craig went diamond in 3 months. She's the fastest diamond that I personally built and coached and sponsored. Okay? Like, I did that. She did everything I told her to do. She was on every morning Power Half Hour. And because she was, her team was. They showed up. They made it happen. They got results. But so many of you are sitting here talking about what your team's not doing, but you're not doing it either. You're in autopilot. You're showing up to these things, but you're not on fire about it. Okay? Like, if you want to go from distributor to diamond, you'll be on 3 Power Half Hours. You'll arrange your work schedule at lunch. You'll stay up later. You'll wake up earlier. You'll make it happen if you want it to happen. You'll sacrifice a lot of other stuff, so then that way you won't have to do it later. You will never get to where you're wanting to go unless if you are willing to sacrifice. If it was easy, everyone would do it. It's not easy. You can talk to anyone who went diamond. They will tell you that they sweat, that they cried, that they laughed, that they wanted to die, that they were so tired, that they didn't eat, that they didn't sleep. They will tell you all of these things. And you have to do it for a long enough amount of time. You have to do it consistently every single day until you get there. And then when you get there, you get to keep doing it. Go ahead, Chelsea.
I just want to touch on this really quick because I was a person that wasn't getting on the Power Half Hours. So I'm going to touch on this just real quick because I wasn't getting on them because I was doing my business at different times. I was doing it sporadically throughout the day. Okay. Still working, but I was doing it like different times. You guys, if you get on the Power Half Hour and you get on 2 of them, the majority of your work, guess what, is done. In an hour. In 1 hour, the majority of your work is done. And I am able to spend far more time with my family, like, because I have those devoted times. So I was one that was very resilient towards Power Half Hours because I was like, I like doing my business sporadically throughout the day. You guys, joke's on me, because guess what? It is way better to do your work 30 minutes at a time than 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, 5 minutes here, and you're always on your phone.
Yeah. And that goes back to you guys, like, we know what works. Quit being resistant to it and just do it. Like, quit having all these excuses, quit having all these justifications of why you're going to do it this way, that way, or the other way. Like, it goes back to what I said about Ashley Mayfield. Like, she tells people, you're either going to do it my way or you can go over and do it your own way, and that's fine. But the ones who are choosing to do it her way are promoting so quickly. And you guys, like, I have teaching experience. I have experience in this business. Like, we have experience within this team for everything that we possibly need. And so we have got to band together and raise the bar, raise the expectation. There's 16 of us on here. I wrote in my journal today that I wanted 50. Okay, so many people want something, but they're not willing to work. So I want us to put our head down and get to work and make amazing stuff happen so other people will wake up, get their heads out of their butt and be like, what am I doing? Like, we got to go. There are so many companies where they have like, they have their startup and it's like, boom. And then that's all there is. Our company has reinvented itself so many times. We're 18 years in the business, you guys. People are going presidential diamond in less than 4 months, making $12,000, $14,000, $16,000 a month. Like, we are in our boom, and we've been in our boom since January. Like, we are so blessed. We've got to wake up, and we've got to do the work necessary so we can use this momentum and get to where we need to be. Just did a call with Mark on Tuesday because he does it for all the triple diamonds and above. And he's just talking about, like, he's like, if you guys knew where I was going, like everyone who quit is going to be so sorry. We're coming out with 7 to 8 new products before the end of the year. We're getting basically a new product every month. Okay, he is allowing any distributor that joins this month to earn as many rank up bonuses as they can in the next 4 months. So we as leaders need to know how to create diamonds and double diamonds in less than 4 months, which means that we need to get there ourselves, which means that we got to have the market, we got to have the tools, the resources, everything, so that way we can teach our teams how to do it. Like, I'm so excited about this, okay? So it's 9:57. I'm not going to keep you guys longer than an hour. I didn't even know if this would go an hour. So the last thing I want to tell you guys is what we're going to do for the end of the month. Because I want to get you out of autopilot, because I want to push you outside your comfort zone, we are going to do Blitz Bingo, which is oh man, there it is. Okay, this right here. Now, this is going to be part of the announcements on the Power Half Hours. So you need to have this saved in your phone. Best way to get this to everybody is I'll just send it to everybody that's at the top line, and then you guys just ship it down to your teams. Even if they're not on this call, just ship it down along with the recording for this video so that way they can watch it and know what's going on, okay? So this is something that you're going to save in your phone, and we have 15 days. There are 25 boxes, and your goal is to get as many bingos as you can, okay? So complete a 7-day trial photo. Collagen would be a great one. Hair, skin, and nails, cleanser, exfoliating peel, a wrap with a cleanse, probiotic, Thermofy X, like I don't care. 7 days on a product, take before and after picture, get it corporate approved, which means this needs to start now so that way you have a couple days to get it corporate approved, okay? Personal wrap appointment. I want you to go and personally wrap someone. If you have a customer that ordered wraps from you, I bet they're still sitting on the counter. Call them up, go and wrap them, okay? Make a post on your story. Looking for one wrap model. Wrap them for free, wrap them for $25. I don't care, okay? You're going to wrap someone before the end of the month. When you get a new loyal customer, you get to check off this box. When you post 3 times a day for 10 days straight, you get to check off this box. Host an online party. Get accepted by 100 new friends. So today, write down how many friends you have. Right now, go write down how many friends you have so that way when you get accepted by 100 new ones, then you can go ahead and check it off. And if you don't have enough space for 100 new friends, go to Instagram and get followed by 100 new people, or unfriend someone, unfriend however many you need to, and get your 100 there. Okay, another one for a new loyal customer. I want you guys to start and finish a book before the end of the month. Share your dream board on your Facebook. So if you already have it made or you haven't had it made or you want to make a collage, share your dream board. Make $25 wrap cash, sign a new loyal customer, attend 10 pack power half hours. Now, those of us that are hosting are going to start taking pictures of who is on the calls. So we can actually be sure that like we're running with our runners. And you don't get to just say that you're a runner, you get to show and do that you're a runner, okay? Complete your steps to success. That's 4 customers, 3 distributors. You can mark off the middle box. Attend a training. This can be one of Amber's trainings or a different Zoom call training or an in-person training that someone in your neighborhood is doing, a team training, whatever you want there. Redeem perks points for 3 loyal customers. If you don't have perks points to redeem, we can talk about that. Post 5 product videos. So I'm asking you to go live 5 times. It can be product, it can be business, totally up to you, but I want you guys to go live 5 times. New loyal customer, run your ADBB auto shipment, sign a new distributor, drink your greens 5 ways. Post about it. Okay, that's fun to do. Get creative. Blitz 10 people. Chelsea, 5 of these 10. Going hot. Selfie in a It Works shirt. If you don't have an It Works shirt, then take a picture with your It Works box. Okay, be creative. I'm not worried about it, right? Sign a new loyal customer, message 20 new potentials, and host a wrap party. So any questions of what is on here, you guys can just unmute because I can't see the chat or everybody on my screen.
Is it from like now on, or if like
now on.
Is it okay? And then follow-up question.
Except for steps to success. Steps to success is the whole month.
Okay. With getting like a corporate approved picture, is that like, do I have to start products 7 days from now and do it? Or, 'cause like I've been doing skincare and I was doing a week anyway to get approved.
Yes, starting now. So it's fair for everyone. So today, start whatever you want to start. And if you already have something else, then keep that something else, and you can say 14 days on that and 7 days on this, or you know what I mean? Good question. Thank you, Sarah. Anybody else?
I know you probably already covered this, but I can't remember what you said. What do you mean by blitz people?
Blitz is where you basically talk to a complete stranger and find a way to stay connected with them. So Amanda, one thing that I would do is go to either Pam Souter, her podcast, or Cami on YouTube and look up blitzing with It Works. And even you can even search Facebook for blitzing and Cami Pentecost. She made a really good live video and had guest calls on how to blitz.
Okay, thank you.
I just want to say about blitzing that it doesn't have to be as scary as you think it is. And if you find someone that like has something in common with you or something that you admire about them or something, use that as a starting point. There's a girl that's been running on my route to work every morning that my husband and I have been commenting on for the last like 4 months, and she's out there with her umbrella when it rains and everything. And I'm not even a runner, but I want that level of commitment. And so I'm getting a little bag of Hydrate and business cards together, and I'm going to stop one morning when I see her and give it to her and tell her that her commitment is on point, because I wouldn't be out there running in the rain.
Yeah, that would be a great blitz. Okay, I'm just trying to catch up on the chat. So if I miss something, then let me know. But you guys, there's power on being on the Power Half Hours. If you can arrange your work schedule and be on them, you get scripts, you get ideas, you get that personal development. Like there's power in being on them, not just doing it on your own. Go ahead, Jels.
And if it doesn't work for one time, like that one day because you work 13 hours, then do Kelly Joe's online on YouTube when you can. Like, because I get sometimes people work 13 hours and they literally do not have time in that time span. I get it. But like, then do Kelly Joe's. Like, but then every other day try and be on when you can.
Yeah. And I think that it just comes down to you can either make an excuse or you can find a solution. I mean, there is always a way to make it work if you're willing to be flexible. Okay, so that's what I got for you guys today. Just to recap, we're going to share what we do, what's working in our businesses. We're following the leader, you guys. We are making this happen. All excuses aside, we're going to do the work that it takes. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'm running with the runners. I got you guys' names listed down here. We're going to be doing a call with all of us together. So that way we're on the same page. So thank you guys that wrote me. I got your names on the list. We're getting in the Power Half Hours. We're raising the bar there. And then we've got the bingo for the rest of the month. So if you've got a team with a downline, I recommend doing a Zoom call with them or an online phone call, like a FaceTime or something, and going over what we talked about with them. So that way they can get on the same page, sending them this recording, holding them accountable to watching it by this time. And it starts with us. It starts with us. If we do not raise the bar and we don't meet the expectations that I'm setting for you guys, then your team's not going to do it. I promise you that if you do what we have as far as our systems go, you'll get to where you want to be. 100%. I know that for a fact. So thanks for being on with me this Saturday. To get your own Power Half Hour in, get your week set up tomorrow, Sunday. I love that. Be on the family call. And let's make sure that we are using this weekend to get everything in place that we need to set us up for success. Okay, get those 400 boxes filled today, whatever they are at. Okay, see ya.